Okay, what we're going to do in this video is move this Gale Cengage Virtual Reference Library data collection to this record right here. This is on the individual volume record, and this one is the bib record for the whole series. And so what I have is I have the PID number for Gale Cengage Virtual Reference Library, and I saved it to a text file. So I'm going to copy that, and then I'm going to go to the record where I want to move that collection to and click the Actions button and then say Add to Collection. It's going to give me a search box, and I'm going to close out of that. I'm going to search by PID, collection PID. Okay, and interestingly that doesn't work. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to click on this and go to Resources, and let me see, Resources, Add Local Electronic Collection, and that's not going to work. Let's see. How about Add Local Portfolio? It says Use Existing Title, and I'm going to type in the Contemporary Black Authors. Contemporary Black Biography. I'm going to go ahead and select that, and the one I want is the one that doesn't have the volume information. And then I'm going to select the portfolio that I want this to be a part of. So I want this to be a part of Gale Cengage Virtual Reference Library. And then this is for Hightower, and I would think, since we're using Open Athens, that for Gale we leave the proxy enabled as no, and the proxy selected as blank, I believe. And so for electronic material type, we're going to do book, and then we're going to click Save and Done. And let's look at our portfolio and see what it looks like. So when I do Edit Portfolio, it says it's part of the Gale Cengage Virtual Reference Library. Oh, but that says Volume 1. So let's go back. So what I did is I went to All Titles, Keywords, and I put in the OCLC number for the record that had the two collections already attached to it, and you can see that I added the GVRL collection to this same record. And so now when users go to Primo and they enter Contemporary Black Biography, it's going to give them the link to all of these collections. So when I test it, what I'm hoping it's going to do is take me to this page in all three databases. So we're clicking on the first database, which is World History and Context, and this is showing you that for the year 2019 they had published volume 151 and 152, and if you want to look at volume 152, you just click on the link, and it's supposed to take you to the articles in that particular volume. And if you click on U.S. History and Context, it also takes you to that same page, except they brand it differently depending on what database you're in. So this one just says Power Search, but it works the same way. You just click the year and it shows you all the volumes for that year. And let's take a look at Gale Virtual Reference Library. So when I click on that one and click on linking, let's test access and see. Okay, so that's a problem because it says the document you requested cannot be found, and so what we really need is the link to that index page where it gives you the drop-down menu. So what we're doing, we're in the community zone, and I want to add Gale Virtual Reference Library as an option in this list of collection packages, which for some reason it says 5 portfolios, but everything that's under the word collection name, these are different packages. And I want to have Gale Virtual Reference listed here. So if I go under edit record, let's see if we can add that. Okay, it's not a choice there. So what we're going to try to do is enter the name of Virtual Reference Library in this box. And maybe I need to do Cengage. Alright, so I found a contemporary black biography in the community zone, and I'm going to activate it, and this is the portfolio for Gale's Cengage Virtual Reference Library. So you can see that, and let me back up. So actually what I did is I searched for the electronic collection by title, Gale Cengage Virtual Reference Library. I clicked on Portfolio List, and then on the next page I actually typed in Contemporary Black Biography, and when I found it on the page, I clicked the Activate link here, and it linked it to our institution zone. So I'm going to look at the record in our institution zone. And I think you can't get there from here, so I'm just going to redo this and just search for it again. Okay, let's see, we'll take out the rest. I am searching by electronic collection. What I want to do is search by electronic portfolio, I think. Maybe I want to search by all titles. I'm going to pause it. So what I'm going to do is copy the portfolio activity, the portfolio ID of the record that I just activated. I'm going to stick this in a text file, and I'm going to go back and I'm going to search for that record that was created by Clayton. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to take the one that I just activated and replace it with this one right here, because the one I just activated probably takes you to the right page. So I'm going to get the MMSID number for this guy. Let's see, you don't get there from here. If you want the MMSID number, you would go to, where would you go? Let's see, if I want the number for this one, that's the collection ID. I don't want that. Alright, so I'm going to get the MMSID number for it and copy. This is the bib number for the item. This CVRL collection. Okay, so what I'm going to do is remove this one, and I'm going to add the one that I just activated. So I'm going to click on Portfolio List. I'm going to put a check mark in front of it, and I'm going to go ahead and do Delete, and then Confirm. And then what I have is I have the number, the portfolio ID number of the one I just activated. And so what I'm going to do is search by that portfolio ID number. And it pulls this up. Now I'm going to go to Resources and add local portfolio, use existing title, and we're going to pull up this item and select it, and then we're going to go to make it part of an electronic collection, and we're going to make it part of Scale Cengage and select our library. And come down and leave all this as proxy enabled no, or I'm going to change this to book, and then click Save and Done. And that should have added this to that other